Good morning. Welcome back to Bible and Blues, and I am your host Cameron. We overslept a little bit, so we're doing Bible and Blues from the car just outside my work, and so here we go. I'm really glad you're here with us today. Us, I say us. Us is me and Jesus, by the way, just so you know. I'm glad you're here with us today, so we can get together and get into God's Word just a little bit. I have about 5 minutes here before I have to go inside, and I'm going to spend it in a worthy time. I'm glad you're here, spending your time in a worthy way. We're doing Psalm 88, a psalm of the sons of Korah for the director of music, according to Mahalath Leonath. I have some here. Title, possibly a tune, The Suffering of Affliction. A maskil of Haman the Ezrahite. Okay, let's begin. O Lord, the God who saves me, day and night I cry out before you. May my prayer come before you. Turn your ear to my cry. For my soul is full of trouble, and my life draws near the grave. I am counted among those who go down to the pit. I am like a man without strength. I am set apart from with the dead. Like the slain who lie in the grave, whom you remember no more, who are cut off from your care. You have put me in the lowest pit, in the darkest depths. Your wrath lies heavily upon me. You have overwhelmed me with all your waves. You have taken from me my closest friends, and have made me repulsive to them. I am confined and cannot escape. My eyes are dim with grief. I call to you, O Lord, every day. I spread out my hands to you. Do you show your wonders to the dead? Do those who are dead rise up and praise you? Is your love declared in the grave, your faithfulness in destruction? Are your wonders known in the place of darkness, or your righteous deeds in the land of oblivion? But I cry to you for help, O Lord. In the morning my prayer comes before you. Why, O Lord, do you reject me and hide your face from me? From my youth I have been afflicted and close to death. I have suffered your terrors and am in despair. Your wrath has swept over me. Your terrors have destroyed me. All day long they surround me like a flood. They have completely engulfed me. You have taken my companions and loved ones from me. The darkness is my closest friend. Here ends the reading of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Okay, that was a dark one. As I was reading this is the first time I've ever read it in my life. And I was struck as I'm reading the concept of depression, and the battle of depression that some people have, and I really did feel that. I mean, that really came through as I read this. The people who I'm confined and cannot escape. My eyes are dim with grief. And are you somebody that battles depression? Does this speak out to you as something that, yeah, this is how I feel sometimes, and people don't understand, or something along those lines? I mean, we all have times like this in our lives. I have a sister that's going through this right now after she lost her husband. And to a certain extent, those around us trying to support her, we kind of feel a little helpless, But so, and he's asking things like, "Is your love declared in the grave? Your faithfulness in destruction? Are your wonders known in the place of darkness, or your righteous deeds in the land of oblivion?" This is asking, once I'm gone, because I mean, the Hebrews at the time had a different idea of death than we as Christians do, and so they had much more of an idea of Hades, or it was a bigger picture of what Hades would be like, and of shades and things like that. And I'm not. You'd have to tell me, because I don't. I don't, surprisingly, don't know any Jewish people that are devout to ask. So do they still feel this way about that's what happens after death? or do they have more of a Christian view of post-death, where you've done well, you've done everything that you followed the law of God well, and therefore you are with Him, and whereas with Christians, not because of what we've done, but because of what Jesus did, we can be with God, and have a totally different view. But this is a different view. This is this, to me, this is kind of asking the question of non-believers. Once you're gone, this would be to me, this would be death, if you're not a follower, if you haven't accepted Jesus into your life, and you haven't asked for the forgiveness, and repented. This is the view that I would see as what death would be like. It would, the place of darkness and a land of oblivion. So anyway, I have to get into work. You have a great day. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button, please. So I do these every single morning, and even if I have to do them in my car before work. So you have a great day. I will talk to you later. Bye now.